Hi, and welcome to another episode of Fort Riley, the podcast. This episode is devoted to April as Child Abuse Prevention Month. We have a specialist here to talk to us about some great programs available to the families of Fort Riley through our Family Advocacy Program.
Carolyn Tolliver Lee. I am a Family Advocacy Program Specialist.
So this is Child Abuse Prevention Month.
Correct.
And so talk to me about what the Family Advocacy Program offers to help with the whole prevention effort. Talk to me some about the things that you guys do.
Well, family advocacy, our role is prevention education. So we have different programs, a plethora of classes, all free classes, to help parents improve and gain better knowledge and skills of parenting. And we also offer classes to couples, whether it's dating, whether it's divorcing, or whether it's being married. But in light of Child Abuse Prevention Month, we want to help parents with children anywhere from birth to 18 years old learn good skills, be enthusiastic about parenting, to see parenting as something positive in their life, and try to offset, if not eliminate, child abuse and neglect in the process of raising their children. Now, we know raising children can be a challenge, and it's even more challenging when you have more than one, and it's even more challenging when your children are close in age. And it's roughly an 18-plus year journey, and we're here on the sidelines cheering them on and giving them some insight of how they can parent their children positively.
And it's difficult because, well, I don't know about other people's teens, but mine was wicked smart. And when they're smart, they can be a little bit devious, and they're testing their limits.
Right.
Yeah.
And particularly the teenage years. And that's what the teenage years are about, testing the limits. They are trying to explore the world. They're trying to gain more independence and find out who they are in the process. And while they're doing all this self-discovery, the parents have to join them in that journey. But the wisest thing any parents can do is try to guide them and be there to help them through those rough times, because the teen years are very difficult for them as well.
And I think with our military children, because it's also month of the military child.
Yes, it is.
Our military children face issues that civilian children never have to face. That parents may be separated due to deployments, and one parent may be in harm's way. That's anxiety for the grown-up left behind, let alone the child.
Yes, and I think the Army is recognizing that more and more. You know, one time it was the total focus and concern was the soldier. Then it became the spouse. And now they have got on board and recognized deployments and military life, with all that it encompasses, takes its toll on children too, regardless of their age. You have to really man up, so to speak, in order to get through this military life. But it's rewarding in the end. And if your family is worth it, you'll hang in there. Because the strength of the soldier is his family, and the strength of the family is the soldier. They're one team, one voice, one goal. We all can get through this. And that's what family advocacy is there. We're there to try to help parents prevent child abuse and neglect. And we want to help them strengthen their relationship as adults with the workshops that we offer to them too. So we're on the sideline cheering them on.
So do you have classes that help translate the current lingo that children are speaking?
Well, we do have literature for parents to know about the new language that children speak. I know my granddaughter sent me a text about 2 years ago, and it was OMW. And I wrote back and said, "What do you mean, on my way?" So much I have to learn through her now. And we do have little slide cards with information actually to help parents learn that language. This is their time. This is their era. I know I've had my time. It looks a little different, and rightfully so. But if we can try to understand where they are, not really join in, but at least comprehend of what they're experiencing and what they have to gain, what the meaning of their musics are, what's the meaning of why they're dyeing their hair green or blue. I mean, this is their time. But this is their time, and they rightfully need to enjoy it.
So you have the tools to help the parents understand that and take the conflict out of that.
Hopefully, we try to help them gain a new perspective. And for one, your children's childhood is not going to mimic yours, but parents still have the same concerns today that our parents had when we were teenagers. We want to keep them safe. Ultimately, that's our goal of every parent.
So how do parents get a hold of you and find out what the schedule is?
Well, we often advertise our classes, which are ongoing year-round, at the Army Community Service Facebook page. They can always call and explain to us what their concerns are if they're having an issue with their children. We provide prevention education, not therapy, so they can take a workshop or a series of workshops to help them gain some new skills in areas that they may need some help.
And then you also have resources to refer them to if it does come to needing therapy or other.
Yes, we do. Number one, we work closely with the school district. I also facilitate quarterly workshops at the Teen Center, which are delivered directly to the teenagers. And then, of course, we have services that come from out of the hospital here, not to mention off-post agencies that we can refer to. And Military One Source is very instrumental in that as well. Army Community Service is where the Family Advocacy Program is located. The number there with area code is 785-239-9435. Just ask the receptionist to speak to someone in Family Advocacy Program, and we'll try to meet their needs. One event I want to highlight is the partnership that Family Advocacy has with CYS here on the installation. We will once again host our Kids Fest, which is Saturday, April 27th from 12 to 3 p.m. at Raleigh's Community Center here on Post. We have special guests for our military families. We have Spider-Man who will be visiting us. And this year, our special guest will be the Oz characters from the Oz Museum. And families, come prepared with your cameras so you can take pictures with your favorite Oz character. And your child should be able to receive a blue pinwheel as a special gift. And it is also the symbol for Child Abuse Prevention Month. So while the supply of pinwheels lasts, children would receive pinwheels and take pictures with Spider-Man and the Oz characters. We're really excited about that.
Well, and I know everybody looks forward to Kids Fest.
Yes, we have free food for the kids, games. It's very comparable to a mini indoor carnival, and a lot of free activities, free giveaways for children and parents. And this is a good, wholesome family afternoon. And like you mentioned earlier, we want to honor our military children for serving with their parents. They, too, make sacrifices that sometimes, may go unnoticed.
So remember, if you want a little bit of coaching and somebody standing on the sidelines cheering you and your family on, or you just need a little bit of help, call 785-239-9435 and ask for a family advocacy specialist. Thank you for listening to Fort Riley, the podcast.